Bond court is a free service, but it takes several hours of my time every day. Less than 10% of Bond court viewers hit the like button, and less than 1% leave a comment. If you want Bond court to continue to be available on YouTube for free, then please hit the like button and leave a comment on all of my videos.
Okay, we should be on the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Dalia Romero, Spanish interpreter on the line, already sworn in this morning.
Okay. Sir, what is your name?
Hernandez González Naide Ramón. Hernandez González Naide Ramón.
Enaide Gonzalez Ramon.
Hernandez?
Hernandez, sí.
Hernandez, yes.
All right. You have a out-of-county warrant from Volusia County. Bond is $323. You have two of those for $323. One? 2327. Yep, just one. All right. And we'll temporarily appoint the public defender here until you're transferred or bonded out.
¿Cuánto va a ser, perdón?
So how much is the total?
$323.
Pero supuestamente eso ya lo pagaron, en total iba a ser 1,350.
But apparently somebody already paid that. The total was going to be 1,350.
I don't know anything about that. You have the public defender appointed, they can look into it for you.
He did have his bond paid, Your Honor, the $1,000 bond. He still owes on the out-of-county $323.
Okay, so you still owe the out-of-county $323.
Eso ya lo pagaron ayer, por eso pasé ayer.
They paid that yesterday. That's why they went to court yesterday.
What's that? That's it for Spanish? All right.
That's it, Your Honor?
That's it, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
Mhm. Oh, that's the next one, huh? Okay. Hello,
Hello, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, perfect, thank you, Your Honor.
And who are you?
Ricardo.
All right, and I'm assuming you're an interpreter?
Yes, I am, thank you.
Okay, what language do you interpret in?
Portuguese continental or Portuguese Brazilian?
Okay.
Or European, sometimes they call European.
So this is a Portuguese case?
Yes.
Yes? All right. So I guess you can raise your right hand to be sworn in?
Yes,
Okay, and you swear to translate from Portuguese to English and English to Portuguese to the best of your ability?
I swear.
Okay. All right, and what is your name, ma'am?
Qual o seu nome, senhora?
Alin.
Alin.
Your full name?
Qual o seu nome completo?
Aline Ferreira de Oliveira Donato.
Alin Ferreira de Oliveira Donato.
All right, you have a charge of battery domestic violence.
Você tem uma acusação de violência doméstica e agressão.
All right, we have somebody here, State. Do you want to inquire?
Thank you.
Nós temos aqui uma pessoa, você gostaria de fazer a arguição?
Good morning.
Morning.
Do you need an interpreter?
Você precisa de um intérprete?
É melhor. Melhor que
Ok.
intérprete.
It's better. It is better.
So, sir, interpreter, if you could also interpret what the victim says.
Interpreter speaking, yes, I can. If they don't speak at the same time, I think it will be crystal clear who I am interpreting, right?
Certainly, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Sir, how do you know the defendant?
Você conheceu a defensora como?
Ela é minha mãe.
She is my mom.
Do you live together?
Vocês moram juntos, né?
Sim.
Yeah.
Are you afraid of her?
Você tem receio dela ou meio dela? Receio?
Não. Eu amo minha mãe.
No. I love my mom.
Has something like this happened before?
Essa situação aconteceu anteriormente?
Nunca em 23 anos da minha vida.
Never in the 23 years of my life.
While this case is pending, would you like to have contact with her?
Porque se durante o momento que esse caso ainda estivesse pendente, você gostaria de estar em contato com ela?
Sim.
Yes.
I have no further questions.
Eu não tenho mais perguntas.
Okay, we will be appointing the public defender in all the cases today unless we state otherwise. I have made probable cause findings in all the cases unless I state otherwise as well.
Eu vou, então, lhe adjudicar um defensor público para todas as situações, a menos que não seja possível pela lei.
All right, she qualifies for pretrial release. Any objection, State?
No objection.
All right. All
Ela
release.
qualifica para liberação antes do julgamento. Alguma objeção?
So I'll release you through
No.
pretrial release. You're to have no hostile contact with the victim.
Eu vou te liberar antes do julgamento, desde que você não tenha contato hostil com a vítima.
And you may reside together if you choose to.
Se vocês quiserem residir juntos, vocês podem.
All right, anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state.
Alguma coisa mais para eu decidir?
Nothing from defense, Your Honor.
Não pela defesa.
All right, you can go next door. They'll process you out on this case.
Você pode ir para a
senhor.
próxima sala. Thank you, sir.
Is that it for the Portuguese? Yes, okay, thank you, sir.
Yes, and thank you so much for using our service, young man, your honor, and you have a pleasant day.
Thank you. Oh, that's right. Okay, what is your name?
Noel Johnson.
All right, this is a Division 10 case, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, domestic. We have a victim coming in. And you want to inquire, State?
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning. Can you say your first and last name for the record, please?
Jade Johnson.
And how do you know the defendant?
That's my dad.
Can you come slightly closer to the microphone?
That's my father.
Okay. Has something like this happened before?
No.
Do you live together?
Yes, we do.
While this case is pending, do you want to continue having contact with him?
No.
Yes or no?
No.
No.
No, okay.
Were drugs or alcohol involved in this incident?
I can't say. I don't know.
Okay. I have no further questions at this time, Your Honor.
set bond at $3,000. No contact with a victim, separate residence, do not return. You may return one time with law enforcement to pick up personal items.
But that's where my things is, so to get my things.
Anything else, State?
You're gonna get police to go and get my things.
Did you say no weapons or firearms, Your Honor?
No weapons or firearms?
Nothing else from the state,
Yeah,
Your
that I
Honor?
in my pocket in cash and I have a credit card. So you guys have for me. My name, Noel Johnson, right? On this line.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. All right, what is your name?
Shellman.
How to speak up?
Megan Shellman.
All right. You're here on an aggravated battery, domestic violence. Looks like Division 15, public defender is appointed. An order no contact with the victim, separate residence, no weapons or firearms, no return to the scene. And then you're out on bond on the 22 CF 225380. That bond will be revoked and go to no bond. And the bond on this case will be $5,000. Your name?
Jacob Bermudez.
Okay, you're here on a battery, domestic violence.
Your Honor, could we have both, both parties were arrested in this case?
Right.
If we could have both, Miss Jennifer, Bermudez come in as well, so we can see if they would like contact with each other.
Sure. Okay, she can come on up. All right, so we have Jacob, and what is your name?
Jennifer Bermudez?
Okay, you're both here on battery charges, domestic. Public defender will be appointed. And do you two plan to stay together, or you're not going to have contact, or what's your situation?
Sir, I just want to go ahead and say that I love my brother and I would love to have contact with him. Unfortunately, this was a one-time event and it led to this.
Don't talk about the facts. Just answer the question. Do you want contact?
Yes, I would love contact.
Thank you.
You want contact or not?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You two live together?
No, sir.
All right, well, at this point, I'm going to order no contact, separate residence, No weapons or firearms. This is for both of you. Public defenders appointed.
Trying to see if I can get out for release.
Yeah.
No?
Let's see, bond, Jacob gets pretrial release, he qualifies. And Jennifer has some violent history, some misdemeanors and failures to appear. So she'll have a $3,500 bond.
That was from 20,
That was what?
that was from 2007, and her last conviction was in 2015. I would just ask that since she qualifies for pretrial release, both parties want contact with each other. Neither one is afraid of each other. I would just ask for pretrial release on both cases.
No, not with her history. There is no contact.
Oh, no, I was asking for contact, Your Honor. I was just asking if you would consider pretrial release, given that that was back in 2007, her last failure to appear, and her last conviction was in 2015.
I'll set her bond at 2,000.
It'll be 200 if you call him. Qualify, but he won't set it.
All right, your name?
Charles Messer.
All right, you're here on assault, domestic. I don't see a victim here. Public defenders appointed. You qualify for pretrial release. There is a prior DV at one point. I'm going to order no contact with the victim, separate residence, no alcohol, no guns or weapons.
I have one question. All my clothes for work and everything are in the house?
I'll allow you to return one time with a law enforcement officer to pick up your personal items.
All right. Thank you.
And release you through pretrial release. State any objection?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, your name? Your name?
Ashley Rodriguez.
Rodriguez. No Pierre?
Mental health.
Mental health?
I will waive the appearance, Your Honor.
All right, is there a victim here on Pierre?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so we'll order no contact with the victim. Separate residence, no return except one time with law enforcement to pick up personal items.
Your Honor, it does not appear that he was able to be screened. The victim did advise that he's not employed. So I would ask that he be able to be screened for pretrial release, and if he qualifies, to be released on pretrial release.
All right, state.
No objection.
Okay. So we'll release him through pretrial release if he's qualified. If not, we will set a $1,000 bond. And a $100 bond on the resisting, or pretrial release if he qualifies.
Thank you.
Your Honor, can you give me the case number, please?
2022 MM 1524AO.
Thank you.
Yeah, no weapons or firearms. All right, and you're Ashley Rodriguez?
Yes.
Okay, you qualify for pretrial release. I don't see a victim here. You have a battery domestic violence charge. So I have to order no contact with the victim, separate residence. You may return one time with law enforcement to pick up personal items. No weapons or firearms. Anything else, State?
No, Your Honor.
Pretrial release. All right, what is your name?
David Soto.
All right, you're here on a battery domestic violence case.
I believe so.
The victim is not here, I assume?
No, Your
Nope. So I will order no contact with the victim, separate residence, do not return to the residence. You may return one time with law enforcement to pick up any of your personal items. Order you not to consume any alcohol, no weapons or firearms. Public defender is appointed. And he qualifies for pretrial release state. Have an objection?
Your Honor, for consistency, you deny pretrial release on someone who had a conviction from 2015.
Who had what?
Who had a conviction from 2015.
Right.
This gentleman has a conviction from 2017 for brawling.
Fighting?
Yes, Your Honor. So just for consistency.
He does have a prior simple assault and battery charge somewhere along the lines.
That's dropped.
All right, I'll set your bond at $1,000.
They're working for a week. It looks like he has no further here. His risk assessment is very low, so I would ask for pretrial release in this case.
What are his contacts here in the community?
His grandparents live here. He lived here.
My sister started married. I live with my grandparents.
Yeah. His sister lives here. He lives with his grandparents. Currently, he's been here for 3 years, Your Honor. And now he's currently working full-time. It's just that he just started his employment and he does not have the money to pay up the bond. So I just ask that, in this particular case, he has 0 failures to appear. The other case, I believe she had 2 failures to appear.
Grandparents can't come up with $100 to bond him out?
I highly doubt it. But if I can, I can get it on Friday when I get paid.
All right, I'm gonna leave it at $1,000.
No one's.
All right, so St. Victor will appoint the public defender. It's a mental health. Okay. We want to try mental health pretrial release?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
No objection.
Okay. No contact with the victim, separate residence, no weapons or firearms. May return one time with law enforcement to pick up personal items.
Thank you.
And if he does not qualify for mental health, we will set bond at $1,000. What is your name?
Val Williams.
Williams? got probable cause issue on this state. Do we have probable cause in here?
That he contacted her from the jail after he was told not to?
It says he called, that's a conclusion. I need a fact to draw that conclusion. How does the officer know, or whoever wrote this, that he made the phone call?
Your Honor, if need be, if you give me 24 hours, I can get that inmates have to use a particular number in order to be able to identify them. But if you give me 24 hours,
It's usually something in here that she recognized his voice or saw it came from the jail, and somehow the jail can prove he did it.
It's her phone number, Your Honor. Her number is listed in here, and it does say that she did not answer any of the calls. So it would be identified from the calls made from the jail. But if you give me 24 hours, Your Honor, I can get that.
24 hours?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And let's see.
Just reset for tomorrow.
You want me to go ahead and address the bond at this point?
Yes, Your
So-
Honor.
Okay. I can address the bond and reset it for PC tomorrow. There's 9 felonies, 3 misdemeanors, and 3 failures to appear. So I will set bond at $5,000. Again, no contact with a victim. I assume he's being held on something else. And if he's not bonded, they'll bring him back tomorrow. So I assume what we'll be doing. All right, what is your name? Your name? All right, you have a warrant out of Lake County with no bond, it looks like. You'll have a public defender appointed here until you're transported.
Yes.
Okay, that's all for you.
Okay.
All right, what is your name?
What's the brand?
Brand, you have violation of community control. There was a warrant signed, Orange County here, there's no bond. Public defenders appointed. We have a Hernandez Gonzalez.
You've already heard that one, Your Honor.
We did that one?
Yes, that was the
That was the
Spanish.
move up.
Okay. All right, what is your name?
Brian Crudout.
Roddick. All right, you have a warrant out of Orange County here for violation of probation. There's currently no bond. The public defender is appointed.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, he has reporting instructions for HRSO.
I'll waive I told him.
Okay. All right, your name?
Davis.
All right, you have a violation of probation warrant signed here, Orange County, Florida. There's currently no bond. The public defender will be appointed. Your name?
Jacob Harrison.
All right, you have a warrant also with no bond, violation of probation, Orange County. The public defender is appointed. All right, your name?
Cameron Ingram.
Mr. Ingram, you also have a warrant here for violation of probation.
Yes, sir.
No bond. And we will appoint the public defender. All right, your name?
David Jackson.
All right, also a VOP warrant here out of Orange County. There's no bond. Public defender is appointed. And we have also a petty theft with prior convictions. Bond of $500. No contact with victims or witnesses, no return to the scene. All right, your name?
Ebane, sir.
All right, you also have a VOP warrant with no bond out of Orange County. The public defender will be appointed.
Your Honor, he has reporting instructions. Thank you.
Okay. Your name? All right, you also have a violation of probation warrant here with no bond. Public defender is appointed.
Bond court is a free service, but it takes several hours of my time every day. Less than 10% of bond court viewers hit the like button, and less than 1% leave a comment. If you want bond court to continue to be available on YouTube for free, then please hit the like button and leave a comment on all of my videos.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Hey, come on up. What is your name, sir? All right, the headphones are on. What is your name?
Your Honor, the interpreter needs clarification from the defendant.
Johnny Gomez Morales.
Johnny Gomez Morales.
Okay, we are appointing the public defender's office to represent you. We have lewd or lascivious battery on a victim 12. Looks like there's 2 counts. These are PBL, State?
Count 2 is a life felony. Count 1 is punishable by life, Your Honor, yes.
Oh. They're highlighted. There's 4 counts. All right, so those will stay no bond at this time. Public defender is appointed.
Which count? Wait, all of these are like that?
Oh, you said there are F1s?
Count 2 is definitely a life felony one. Let me double check the first one. My system has just died on me. I apologize. apologize, Your Honor. Count one is a second.
All right, and count two?
It's two counts. It's counts 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4, but they're the same.
So there's 4 counts the same?
No, it's two counts. On my sheet, Your Honor, I have lewd and lascivious behavior, 2 counts, and then I have lewd and lascivious molestation.
I think those two are the life offense, Your Honor.
Yes, the molestation is the life offense. The behavior is second degree felony.
So count two, those 2 count charges will stay no bond. And count 1, which there's 2 counts, will be $5,000 each, no contact with the victim. Separate residence. And anything else, State?
No contact with any minors, Your Honor.
No unsupervised contact with any minor children. All right, your name?
David Dancy.
That's all for the Spanish. Okay, thank you, interpreter.
You're welcome, Your Honor. Have a good morning.
Oh, wait a minute.
Is this the next one?
Thank you.
What is your name?
David Dancy.
Okay. This Raymond, public defender's been appointed, trespass.
Yes, Your Honor. The offer is an adjudication of guilt, credit time served, no return to the 7-Eleven located at 902 South Orange Avenue. There is also a cost of investigation in the amount of $54.02 to the Orlando Police Department, and Mr. Dancy would like to accept and enter a plea of no contest.
Okay, is this your agreement, State?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, have you had enough time to discuss everything with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Anybody forcing you to plead?
No, sir.
There's a plea form there. Did you understand everything on the plea form you've signed?
Yes, sir.
Any questions?
No, sir.
And what is your plea to the charge?
No contest.
All right, then I'll follow your agreement, sentence you to 28 days with credit for 28 days. You're not to return to this location, and what is this location, State?
7-Eleven, 902 South Orange Avenue.
Okay. And you owe court costs and 5402 to Orlando Police Department. You'll have 180 days to pay or report to the clerk's collection program.
Yes, sir.
All right, that'll take care of it.
Your Honor, is that
Yes.
Frederick Pickney?
Yes.
He has he's first appearance detainer for being out on bond
No,
from.
Pigney is right here.
Pickney's okay. What was this gentleman's name?
Dancy, he was
Thank
in
you.
agreement.
Thank you.
Okay, your name?
Frederick Edmund Pinckney, Your Honor.
Your master.
What is your name?
Frederick Edmund Pinckney, P-I-N-K-N-E-Y, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll appoint the public defender's office. This is a trespass on property after warning.
Your Honor, the offer for both, with the new law violation and the out on bond 2022 MM 608AO is an adjudication of guilt, credit time served, no return to the Circle K located at 6250 West Colonial Drive, and no return to the Marathon located at 6415 West Colonial Drive. And Mr. Pigney would like to accept and enter a plea of no contest.
Well, it says he has 17 felonies and 69 misdemeanors.
Don't talk about it. It looks like the last,
Military too, sir.
yes, he's a military veteran. Your Honor, the last conviction looks like was in 2021. for a trespass. So I just ask that you consider that and accept the offer.
Not with that history. He's just gonna go back and do it again and again and again. So I'm gonna revoke his bond and the 2022 MM 608 AO. And I'll stay his bond of $500 in the 2022 MM 1519 AO.
Your Honor, is there not an offer you would be willing to accept? Days?
From what I see, it would be significant time.
Trespass, come on, John. Trespass, man. And the man bought me food. I love the shoes. Man bought me a McDonald's. I get my McDonald's bag. The man bought me. I've been in the military for 1,000 for a hood. Come on, man. So yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, Terrence Lee is next.
Your Honor, I apologize. Were there any conditions, Mr. Pinckney?
Not to return.
Thank you. And the bond was stayed at the 500?
500.
Thank you.
And then no bond on the one I revoked.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, I do. I'm sorry.
All right, what is your name?
Terrence Lee.
All right, and you have the disorderly conduct charge.
Your Honor, the offer is an adjudication of guilt, 5 days in the Orange County Jail with credit for time served. And Mr. Lee would like to accept an enter plea of no contest. Oh, I don't know if he's gonna take it.
Is this your agreement state?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. All right, so you understand your charge of disorderly conduct?
Yes.
Got to speak up.
Yes.
Have you had enough time to discuss everything with your attorney?
Yes.
Did you read and understand everything on the plea form you've signed?
Yes.
And what is your plea?
No contest.
All right, I'll accept that, adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 5 days with credit for 2, it looks like. You have court costs to pay, 180 days to pay, or report to the clerk's collection program. All right, your name?
Johnny Miller.
All right, you also have a disorderly conduct charge.
Your Honor, the offer from the state is an adjudication of guilt, 3 days in the Orange County Jail with credit for time served, and Mr. Miller would like to accept the state's offer.
All right, is this what you want to do, sir?
Yes, sir.
Have you had enough time to discuss everything with your attorney?
I ain't talked to her yet.
You need more time to talk to her?
I gotta ask her a question right quick.
Go ahead.
Okay.
He would like to accept, Your Honor.
And this is your agreement state?
Yes, Your Honor.
And, all right, you just signed the plea form. Did you understand everything on the plea form?
Yes, sir.
You have any questions?
No, sir.
What is your plea?
No contest.
No contest.
All right, we'll accept that. Enter the adjudication, 3 days with credit for 2. Court costs due within 180 days or report to the clerk's collection program. All right, your name?
Oh, David Manuel.
All right, appointed the public defender for you. You have a warrant for aggravated assault with a firearm, shooting into an occupied dwelling, criminal mischief, 2 counts. One is a principal. Did have any input on the bonds?
No, Your Honor.
There's 13 felonies, 39 misdemeanors, 3 failures to appear. We're going to order no contact with the victim, no return to the scene. You ought to possess any weapons or firearms. And on count 2, 3, and 4, the bonds will be stated at $5,000, $1,000, and $1,000. And in count 1, you'll have a $10,000 bond.
All right, thank you.
All right, your name?
James Mitchell.
All right, public defender is appointed. There's 2 cases. You have carjacking with a firearm, aggravated fleeing and eluding, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, burglary of a structure, grand theft 3rd degree. And any input on those, State?
Count 1, carjacking with a firearm is punishable by life. At this
Okay.
time, state asks the defendant be held no bond.
Yes, that will be no bond. And you'd have no contact with victims or witnesses. The aggravated fleeing and eluding will be a $5,000 bond. The firearm by a convicted felon is $4,000. The burglary is $3,500. The grand theft is $1,000. And then you have driving with a suspended revoked license, a bond of $500. And the hit and run of an unattended vehicle will be an additional $1,000 bond.
I don't know.
All right, your name?
Joseph Adam.
All right, you have trespassing in a structure or conveyance, criminal mischief, bonds of $500 and $100.
Is that
The bonds will be stayed, public defenders appointed. Real
You're
close
not-
to a burglary, but. No return, he's not to return. All right, what is your name?
Andrew Cool, sir.
What is it?
Andrew Cool.
Cool. All right, public defender is appointed. Looks like you're out on bond on several charges. You've picked up a new petty theft charge. That bond will remain at $500. No return, no contact with the victims or witnesses.
Yes, sir.
And I will be revoking your other bonds. They will go to no bond.
I just started work.
Okay, public defender is appointed.
Your Honor, can we skip Rivera Barrios for a second?
We're skipping Rivera Barrios? Okay.
Devin Rayford is medical.
Okay, public defender want to do that one?
I will waive the appearance, Your Honor.
Okay. I will order him not to return. To the Brick and Spoon Restaurant. No contact with victims or witnesses. And set the bond at $2,000 on count one based on his out-of-state history, or hers, which is this? Yes, his. And 500 and 500 on the other two. He's what?
I will waive the appearance, Your Honor.
You're going to waive the appearance?
Yes.
His bond was endorsed by the bondsman. So is that what he's back in here on, the endorsement? Do we have to, his bond isn't reset? I need to redo it? Okay. So 500 and 100, no contact with the victim or witnesses, no return to the location. Public defenders appointed. All right, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Rosalind Dixon.
All right, you have a warrant, looks like, for a bond of $1,000 on a failure to appear. We'll appoint the public defender if there's not already a lawyer present.
Yes, Your Honor. And the offer from the state is an adjudication of guilt, credit time served, no return to 646. Ocoee Commerce Parkway. And there's a cost of investigation in the amount of $136.73 to the Orlando Police Department. And Ms. Dixon would like to accept and enter a plea of no contest.
I don't have any information about the case.
Okay. You want the facts, Your Honor?
Well, unless they failed to appear in front of a judge that issued the warrant, I'm just going to stay the bond, let them see that judge, because I don't know what that judge.
But I'd like to resolve it, sir, and get the.
What's that?
Offer. I'd like to resolve it and get the plea offer.
Yeah, you're going to have to go back and see that judge that issued the warrant.
He already seen me and issued me an ROR, so I had an option to resolve and accept a plea. So this is the option the state sent, and I'm accepting it.
Well, you're going to have to go back and see that judge. What's your name?
Travis Hawkins, sir.
All right, you have a disorderly conduct, public defenders appointed.
The offer from the state, Your Honor, is it a withhold credit time served?
Why would I withhold with 86 misdemeanors?
I think that's just the city's offer in all county city ordinances. We are okay with an adjudication, credit time served, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, you understand your charge?
Yes, sir.
You had enough time to talk with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
And did you read and understand everything on your plea form?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
And what is your plea to disorderly conduct?
No content, that's all.
I'll accept your no contest plea. You're adjudicated guilty, 2 days with credit for 2 days. Court costs to be paid within 180 days or report to the clerk's office. All right, your name?
Nikki Warren.
Got to speak up.
Nikki Warren.
All right, you have a disorderly conduct charge, public defenders appointed.
The offer from the state is a withhold of adjudication, credit time served, Your Honor. And Ms. Warren would like to accept.
Well, I'll probably be adjudicating since she has 4 misdemeanors already.
She's okay with that, Your Honor.
Do you understand your charge of disorderly conduct?
Yes.
Have you had enough time to speak with your attorney?
Yes.
And did you read and understand everything on the plea form you've signed?
Yes.
Any questions?
No.
What is your plea to disorderly conduct?
No contest.
All right, I will accept the plea, adjudicate you guilty, 2 days with credit for 2 days, court costs paid within 180 days, a report to the clerk's collection program. Your name? Okay, this is a DUI, property damage. Public defender is appointed. Not sure the probable cause in this one. It's clear he was impaired, but we don't know if it was, we know it wasn't alcohol because it's zeros. So I need probable cause that it was some other controlled substance under Florida law. They called in a DRE, and they usually tell us what the DRE decided and why for the probable cause, but they didn't do it here. Just said he gave a urine sample.
Your Honor, would you allow me 24 hours to get you that information?
All right, well, does he qualify for pretrial release?
He did not qualify, Your Honor. Inmate was not interviewed.
Could he be interviewed?
What's that?
Could we have him interviewed for pretrial release?
We can do a PTR if qualifies.
I just ask that you set a bond or pretrial release if he qualifies, Your Honor.
All right, well, I will order you not to drive without a valid license. Pretrial release if you qualify. If not, your bond's already set at 500. What's that? It's 1,000, okay. I think it's the same. It's $100 either way, I think, to get out. So 1,000. Yes, if he doesn't bond out, we'll reset it for tomorrow for PC.
I apologize, Your Honor.
What's that?
So you're allowing him to bond out with pretrial release. If he does not qualify, what's the bond amount?
1,000.
Thank you.
Okay, your name?
Michael Bailey.
All right, public defenders appointed. Looks like these are warrants for burglary of a dwelling. There's a bond of $10,000 and $5,000 on stalking. No return to the scene, no contact with victims, no weapons or firearms. PD's appointed. Was Earl Brown. All right, what is your name?
Earl Brown.
All right, you have a capias here for failing to appear for an arraignment. The judge on a possession of a firearm by a felon. There's no bond at this time. Public defenders appointed. What is your name?
Jessica Ford.
All right, you have a failure to appear. A capias was issued. There's no bond. That's Division 11. Public defenders appointed. That's what? Oh, there's 2 cases. And then you have a cocaine charge. Bond was set at $1,000.
Garcia is in the hospital, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I'd ask to be reset 24 hours from release of the hospital.
Yeah, that's kind of a messy one.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll reset this one when she's brought back from the hospital. Your name?
Julia Hall.
Hall, you have a failure to appear capias. There's currently no bond. It's Division 10. The public defender will be appointed.
This one? 407 836 4800.
All right, your name?
John Herndon.
Okay, we'll appoint the public defender's office. You have an arrest warrant for sexual offender, failure to report and register, failure to update your driver's license or identification card. You have a bond of $1,000 on count 1, $150 on count 2.
Thank you.
Okay.
Morgan refused.
And I will waive the appearance, Your Honor.
Okay, so that's possession of the meth, bonded $1,000, and then she's out on bond on the same thing. I'm going to revoke that bond. It's 2022 CF 1243AO. That'll go to no bond at this time. Public defenders appointed. Your name?
Hernandez. I'm sorry.
All right, aggravated assault with a firearm. Again, I have a probable cause issue there, State.
Again, Your Honor, if I can have 24 hours.
Okay.
Thank you.
24 hours for probable cause.
He does qualify for pretrial release, Your Honor. I would ask for pretrial release. He has some juvenile history, but he has no convictions as an adult. Community Ties has been here for over a year. He's currently employed with Taco Bell, so I just asked for pretrial release in this case.
Do we know if this was a real firearm, State, or just a BB gun?
I couldn't tell from this affidavit.
What's
Your
that?
Honor. I could not tell from this affidavit, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, so what do you want me to do, State?
I have no objection to setting bond. If we could set bond today, and then if I cannot establish PC tomorrow, then release in PTR, Your Honor.
Okay.
If there's no objection.
Sounds fair. So $1,000 bond today or more?
Actually, I would have just gone with 500, Your Honor. And then tomorrow, if I cannot establish PC, then he can just be released PTR.
Okay, so $500 bond for today, and if he's still here tomorrow, we'll check on the probable cause.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, your name?
Jarwan Parker.
Parker, okay, we'll appoint the public defender's office. All right, tampering with witnesses is the new charge. There's a warrant signed. The probable cause has been established. And you're out on bond.
And, Your Honor, on the out on bond, he has a private attorney, so I just ask that we not be appointed on the out on bond.
Okay, we'll keep that with the Sarah Gooden, it looks like.
Yes.
And that bond will be revoked and go to no bond at this time. And state any input on the new case, the new one, as far as bonds?
No, Your Honor.
I can't see my.
I will set a $10,000 bond on each count.
I only see one.
What's that? There's only one count? Maybe I looked at it wrong. Yes, there's only one. I saw that as two. So $10,000 bond, no contact with victims or witnesses. No bond on the 22 CF 2597AO. All right, your name? Ramos, public defender will be appointed. Okay, you have trafficking. The one with the weapon has a $50,000 bond. Both counts of trafficking have $50,000 bonds, and then $150 on the possession of the synthetic cannabis and cocaine charge, and the possession of the meth, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Possession of the paraphernalia is $100. Possession of a weapon by a convicted felon is an additional $150. And the prescription drug without a prescription is additional $100. PD's appointed. Come on up. What's your name?
Junior Vincent.
All right, you have a warrant here, capias, for failing to appear for an arraignment. There's currently no bond. It? Okay. We will be in recess.
Bond court is a free service, but it takes several hours of my time every day. Less than 10% of bond court viewers hit the like button, and less than 1% leave a comment. If you want bond court to continue to be available on YouTube for free, then please hit the like button and leave a comment on all of my videos.